Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Short pass caught by his tight end. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second and 3 now. From the 23. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now is York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Hey.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They put a receiver in motion right. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, ball at the 36. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. They connect on the deep shot. And in. Touchdown, New York. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Play fake here, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. A timely interception for them there, Brock. That drive sure looked like it was headed for at least 3 and maybe more.
And that quarterback wants that throw back so much so. You could feel it right when he let it go. That was a route they've been working on, and a lot of offensive effort goes by the wayside as the defense finally gets itself off the field.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
60 biceps. Here we go.
From the 19. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Collects this at the 32. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Very good return as he picks up 20. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Ready.
2nd down and 10. Daniels has a man. It's Brown. And they take him down right along the 30. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly win. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
A 58-yard attempt.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He tosses right to the short side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted it. Now he loses the ball. And it's picked out by the Giants.
Where that call came at just the right time to rip a hole in the defense. And it should have been a play that knocked them on their backs and led to points. But one player's tireless effort stole the ball, stole the momentum, stole the show, and averted a complete disaster.
They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back gets the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has it down close. And that's a New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 7.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Ready?
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now.
Daniels on first down. He's on the move. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that deep.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders make it a one-score game before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Neighbors with a catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go, set.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now looking to throw. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Barkley has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Now is York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Matt Ariza on to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He puts everything behind this one. Oh no, they get him yet again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Giants do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Second and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's the give on third and short. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Back now, pressure on its way. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That's up and through for the point after. And the Giants push their lead to 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Give him around 6, that's gonna make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's go.
Tight end in motion left. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The The Commanders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Now is York to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Throwing now on first down. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 31-yard play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Give now to the running back. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Williams. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Giants take a 3rd quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. Tackled made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man left. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack.
Robinson on the inside give. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up.
On the set. Sack, go.
From the 41. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Giants have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a minimal gain here. Only gets him to about the 14. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing third and long. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's second down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The give here on second. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He'll throw it. Hits his running back. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. He has the New York touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Barkley's got it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Punt team on the field. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be their football. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Cut near the goal line. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
On the set.
First down, ball at the 36. Now a give running right. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on second down. The Giants take a knee here, running out the final seconds to their victory.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed out the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals.